Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Taking a look here at Caspa. Got a lot of requests for this one here, so future reference, if you're part of my Discord, you'll see we have a TA request section here. Thank you very much, Minuteman, for the request. I'll see what we can do here to figure out what's going on with Caspa. And future reference to what we want to do in general is update our fib levels and always make sure we kind of know what's going on now that we've essentially topped out. Looks like we've got a double, almost a triple top here. Price pulling back. We want to kind of find out where the price is going to go down to next. If it does, it's not a guarantee it's just going to pull back because it hits that level. But the key takeaway here is that Bitcoin is on the retracement. Caspa had trouble breaking through its resistance, and we need to respect the fact that it's more likely to decrease in value than increase based on that sentiment. We do have a heavy liquidation level up here at about 21 cents if I recall correctly. In fact, let's go ahead and take a look at that, see if that is still the case, and double check a few key factors. So I just want to say thanks again so much for the awesome support I've been receiving here. Thank you so much to anybody who's recently joined and or been watching for a while. You're awesome. Thank you so much. Extra thank you for a like on that video, just so we can get this in front of more people and help less people get destroyed, or no, help more people get destroyed, and ensure less of them are not following those moon boys that have a tendency of just telling you what they think you want to hear. Truth is, we're always going to give you very straightforward advice here, so that's my goal, is to help you become more self-sufficient. All right, so Caspa, back-end data, looking at the liquidation. There's a lot in different areas, little clusters here. So quickly to focus on the recent areas, we can see 15 to 15.5 is that heavier concentration here locally. And then of course we kind of zoom out. We can also recognize that there's a pretty big amount at about 18 cents. So we're gonna mark 18 and 15.5 on the charts just to kind of pay attention to that and see where we're at here, okay? So again, 18 is here, right there above our local high, big surprise. And then 15.5, this guy right here, okay? Which one is closer? Pop quiz. Yeah, pretty obvious, the one just below us here. So keep in mind, a lot of times liquidation levels will get swept and then right back up, okay? So it wouldn't be surprising for us to lose this 0.382 fib level, bounce down to 0.5, and just turn around Bob's your uncle as if it never happened. But it could also be very probable that Bitcoin continues lower, which it seems like it will, to at least hit its 0.618, 0.65 golden pocket. There's a solid chance we're going to see Caspa lose its bottom as well. Okay, and even go further. It may even run to this 14.1, 14.3 mark. So just be mindful that is a possibility. Let's go ahead and see if it's a probability by looking at the larger time frames here and kind of see where we're at. Because when we look at the macro, if I recall correctly, we're still below some moving averages, the important ones, but we're above also some important ones. Let me explain. First of all, the 200-day SMA is generally an area in which we are going to see a lot of support. So that does reaffirm this 0.5 fib level as a potential area of support of about 14.9, just say round number 15 cents. That also makes sense too, right? No pun intended. We can see 15 to 15.6 as a nice area of liquidation. Once that is swept, the price could recover from there, okay? So again, it would seem sensible to see this 200-day SMA tested. Furthermore, on the inverse, we can see the 20 and the 50-day SMA above the price action working as a resistance, and in general, until we're above either one of those, there's no reason to take a long. We have no business doing that. It makes no sense trading into a resistance. I'm not saying those two levels are resistances. I'm just saying that when we break above those areas, it allows for us to feel very more confident in the transition that we've broken above a resistance range, okay? That just kind of reaffirms the resistance range, not necessarily that those SMAs are a resistance. I need you to recognize that. Some people kind of misinterpret that. They're more like resistance ranges or just kind of little areas to kind of help understand where you're trading, what direction you're trading. The momentum right now is down. It doesn't make a ton of sense to try to go up, all right? We're under 50 on the RSI. We see this triple top as well on the RSI, where that's held very strong. So that resistance, just so you know, at 17.4 is very valid. We are also below this recent local point of control at 16.6. Hypothetically, the price recovers. We could probably very well see a recovery to that level and then reject at that range. Okay, point of control just implies there's a lot of volume there and a lot of selling pressure at that level. We can furthermore confirm as well that money flow index is increasing, but again, this is a flawed metric because this last day here, this was 15 days ago, effectively on the August the 5th. So we can kind of see that is flawing things a little bit, and that's changing the MFI. So a lot of people are getting false positives on their MFI reading today, and they're not really sure why. That's exactly why, because it's a 14-day lag. Anyways, that's just something to be mindful of, not super important if you're kind of to the layman, if you will, those who don't really do this all the time. What we want to look at though is that we're getting close to 30 and we're at 20 on the MFI. This is a really common bouncing point for most coins, or just in general, because again, we can see we've digressed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost 9 candles in a row, basically implying we're about 36 hours of continuation of the downside. It's common to see a slight relief rally or consolidation here. So I'd be surprised the price continues to run. Again, pending Bitcoin doesn't continue lower. We should be able to see a bottom out here, so at 15.5 or 14.9. But again, based on that one metric, we're due for a correction. However, we're below all moving averages. That's why this, if there is a dead cat or a false positive, the price will likely come up and bounce and reject off the local point of control. Okay. Furthermore, on the hourly, we quickly look at the Ichimoku. We can confirm all green lights to leave your short position open if you have one, and to not consider a long position because there's no reason. Again, I've said this in every time frame. No business taking a long. There's nothing there that gives us any confidence to take a long position. Everything's pointing down. While that generally can happen, the price just recovers instantly because the prices have been pulled down for so long. It's not a sensible time to buy or a reason to do it. Okay, it's a very, very poor decision, and I would like for you to maybe consider not doing that. Now, again, as a result of this video, and you watch it, and the price goes right up afterwards, the truth is that's probably just that natural knee-jerk reaction. So if you see that happening, just be mindful. It could be a trap. All right. And again, nothing's foolproof. Nothing's 100%. I mean, you look at our trade history here, for example. I mean, while we are highly successful, we took some nice shorts here with SUI, Bitcoin 46%, and then I think it was ETH 33% and near long. Like we went 5 out of 5 last week with our trades. We have a short position open right now, also in profit, but those statistics, just because it's like 80-90% success rate, doesn't mean this is going to work out the way we want it to. This could be the one trade that you decide to go balls to the wall and it goes wrong. Okay, so to any new members coming over, any old members coming over, or having been with me for a while, keep in mind trading is not perfect. Okay, if you trigger a stop loss, heaven forbid, it's okay because you're using good risk tolerance. But if you just happen to double or triple down every time you get a loss, you're going to be in a bad place. So please don't do that. Friendly advice. I see it happen a lot. That's why most people are in my community. Okay, so again, thanks again. Either way you look at it, appreciate the request once more. I'll go ahead and update our playout chart on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. If you're not a part of that, of course, it's just an opportunity for me to kind of communicate to you what I'm looking for in a trade, where I'm looking to get confirmation, and of course, there's other technical and fundamental stuff there too. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Thanks again so much for your time. We'll see you next one.